What's going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 4 of the Bristol Rovers career mode. And first of all, we have sold Danny Woodards to Barnsley for £90,000, which does free up some wages and some transfers. And I will need to get a new centre back though. And Curtis Good is someone I have in mind. He's 20 years old, but the problem is these players, although they have a low value, they have a very high wage budget because they're playing for such high league teams, I guess. And I guess a replacement maybe would be Connor Chapman. He's only 18 as well, so he'd be very, very good. And I do offer 125,000 plus McChrystal because McChrystal's getting a little bit too old. But Mansfield Town also accepted the offer for our young striker Mitch Harding, so he looks like he's on his way to Mansfield. But nevertheless, I am going for another striker, and that striker is going to be Max Clayton from Crewe Alexandra because he looks like a solid player and his contract is under a year, so I will be able to pick him up for a little bit cheaper than he's actually worth, which is very, very good. And we're going into a game here against AFC Wimbledon though, and of course we're going to be playing at home, and it's a game that we're going to be wanting to win because they're not the best of sides. I want to say that they're okay, but they're not doing that well this season, I don't think. And we're currently sitting in third place or second place, I think. So winning this will probably put us into first place. If not, we'll still be in second place, which is all we want. We want to get automatic promotion. We need to get into the top 3 to do that, and we have done so far this season. But we start off here in the 6th minute with a lovely ball played to our striker, and unfortunately the cross is blocked by the right back. And from that resulting corner, we do get a very good chance here. Colossus whipping in the corner, and unfortunately our strikers couldn't get on the end of that, which is a bit disappointing. I thought we could have done a bit better there, but nevertheless they're creating a chance here, and very weak header to be honest, and very easy save for Mildenhall. And you can see here Brown running down the wing and crossing it into Clarkson, but he couldn't quite get his head on that, and unfortunately Clarkson gets an injury here, and that is going to be very crucial because he is going to be out for 3 months. That's right, he's got a broken ankle. He's going to be out for 3 months. That is a big problem. He's one of our first team strikers. Well, he is our first team striker at the moment, but I guess that's good because it gives a chance for our youth players to shine that we did sign in the transfer window, and hopefully they will do quite well and score us some goals maybe. But that's a bit disappointing. That means that our attack force is a little bit weaker than it was, and it's a shame that Clarkson's going to be out for 3 months because he's only just signed a new contract as well, and I was hoping he could do some wonders. He's already scored 2 goals, I think, so far this season, which is very good. And they get very close there just after Clarkson gets injured, and Mildenhall with a great save once again. He's playing very well recently. For a 35-year-old keeper, he's got awful reactions, but he's just very, very good at saving recently, and it seems to be like that. He started off very, very poorly, as I said in the last episode in the friendlies and also in the first game against Northampton, but he's really, really started to shine and really put in some great performances, to be honest. But you can see here in the dying embers of the first half, we do manage to break through and score off the defender's mistake. I don't really know what he was doing there, but we do manage to pick the ball up nonetheless and slot it into the back of the net with Harold. He comes on and manages to score, just proving to me that he still is a good striker, even though I am probably going to be selling him on. Maybe that is a bad decision, I'm not 100% sure, because he has just scored a goal there, and that does put us 1-0 up. Very nice finesse shot around the keeper, but very poor defending nonetheless. And that does mean that we do go into half-time 1-0 up. Very, very good performance from the team. Playing very well, actually, playing confidently, passing the ball around very, very well, keeping possession. And one thing that I have noticed with this Bristol Rovers side is we're very lethal on the counter-attack, and I did realise that our tactics are set to counter-attacking football, so I've realised that I should just let the team attack, not too much so that they have a chance on goal, but so that they push up a few players up the pitch and leave some spaces for me to go on the counter-attack and hopefully score a goal. But you can see that we're going into the second half, not making any substitutions because I wanted to save them for the latter stages of the second half because the players weren't really too tired, to be honest. But you can see here Harold finds Elliot Richards open and in space, and Harold goes for a very nice power shot, and I promise you that was a shot from Richards there, and for some reason he passes it across the face of goal to Gill, but the veteran Gill still manages to tuck that one away, and if I'd have missed that, I'd been pretty disappointed. I mean, that was a pretty bad shot, but luckily our veteran manages to follow up on the rebound at the near post and score to make it 2-0, and that is always very, very convincing, you know, getting that 2-goal lead. It seems like our team is starting to finally, you know, click in and score a few goals under new management, and hopefully they'll score even more, you know. Hopefully we'll have some emphatic victories in the next few episodes. That would be really cool if we can, because it will just really boost the morale of the team, and when the morale of the team's really good, they play a lot better. I've noticed that, and they certainly play a lot better to the end of the season as well when their morale is at their highest. But you can see that we do win this game 2-0, and that's a very good result. But some people were telling me that they wanted me to make a video explaining how to grow players to their full potential, or even higher and faster, to be honest, because people have been having trouble, and I have been having trouble as well, growing players to their potentials and just growing them generally, and having problems with that. And I do have a technique which can boost their players' potentials and hopefully increase their overalls much quicker than they should be, and that might be a good idea. If you want to see a video on that, please let me know in the comments down below, and of course leave a like on the video if you do as well. And we're going into a game here though in the J-Paint trophy against Plymouth Argyle, and this is one that we're going to have to win as well, because we're not, well, I don't know, this is the first, I think this is the first round of the J-Paint Trophy Cup, so you know, if we can get one win, that would be really good. I think the board set us a target of getting, I would like to say, to the round of 16, I think. But I'm not 100% sure of that. I think it might be round of 32, but I'm pretty sure this might be the round of 32, but I'm not 100% sure. If it isn't, then we're definitely going to have to win this game. But unfortunately, we are playing a weaker side at the moment because the fitness on the players was very low from the last game. And that's something that I've had trouble with, to be honest, and luckily I do have some replacements, because otherwise the team's fitness would just be absolutely horrible. But you can see there we get very close there to scoring a header, and then McChrystal twice going for a volley at goal and twice blocked by the defender, which is a little bit disappointing. Thought we might have scored and won the goal there with our centre back, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be, and from the second corner we couldn't get anything from that, which is a bit disappointing. Thought we could have done a little bit better there, but nevertheless we go into the 23rd minute, and it's Plymouth Argyle creating a chance here, and a fantastic tackle from McChrystal. Really, really great tackle there, and preventing the opposition from probably scoring a goal, to be honest. And another clearance off the line. That is a replica. That is a carbon copy of the goal that probably would have been a goal earlier on when we had a few of those corners in the early stages of the first half. But you can see here a lovely ball play to Brunt and a lovely cross into Myenpar, who manages to nod that in. He's pretty small, to be honest, but he managed to get his head onto that and score a header to make it 1-0 to us, and a very good result, especially coming into half time. That gives us the momentum going into the second half, and I would say that it was quite an even game, to be honest. Both sides had a few chances, but we indeed take the lead. We capitalise on our chance, and yeah, that does mean that we do go into half time 1-0 up. Very, very good performance once again, you know, playing a little bit better each time in every single game, which is what we want. We want to be playing better in every single game, and if we can improve those performances every single time, we've got a good chance of promotion. But you know, the J-Paint Trophy isn't, I wouldn't like to say it's as important as the league, because my main focus is just getting promoted at the moment, and we can concentrate on winning cups and everything later on when we have much more of a solid side. But you can see that a lot of players were low on fitness, and you know, even the players that I had brought in that were low overalls, you know, they were struggling for fitness as well, which was quite disappointing. I don't think there's many players in our team that has quite high stamina. I think it's mainly just you players that have quite low stamina, but a very, very smart save there from our goalkeeper, Virasic, and he manages to parry that out and probably prevent a goal there from a header, because I'm pretty sure that would have been the same kind of header that I scored in the first half, but luckily for me they didn't manage to score that, and we do manage to clear the ball away, and we do go on the counter-attack here. Mine losing the ball, but Hunter picking it up, lovely through ball to Brunt, and Brunt plays it off to Mine going for the sweaty, and that is a horrible volley. Why would you take that with your weak foot, Norburn? I have no idea. That was a horrible, horrible shot. I don't think that I've ever seen a player miss by that much. And to be fair, though, it did take a little bit of a bobble. And, I wasn't expecting wonders from him to be able to score a volley of that calibre. But you can see that it does cost us, because they do level it up with a header a bit similar to the one that we scored in the first half, and that was from, I think it was, I'm not 100% sure what his name is. I think it's Brunt, or no, I don't know his name, but it's a very nice header nonetheless, and poor defending. You can see that our defender there tried to jump for the ball but missed it, and that really did cost us. And you can see here that another mistake from our right back Blackman, and it's crossed in, and it's another header, and that is really just heartbreaking in the 71st minute. And they get that goal, another goal, and his name is Reed, and he's already scored 2 headers in this game, and it puts Plymouth Argyle 2-1 up. Poor goalkeeping, poor defending just generally, and that does mean that we are knocked out of the Johnson's Paint Trophy, which is very disappointing. The board was certainly not happy with me after that game. They reiterated the fact that I should have done a lot better in this tournament, and I should have won that game. But, in the end, we do lose our first game of the series, and that was going to happen. But luckily it wasn't in the league, because if it was, that would have been a bit of a problem, because we're trying to win as many games as possible in the league so that we can push for promotion. But guys, if you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode and want more Career Mode from me, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.